Hello, hello, hello. This is the Queen Lotus on Industry TV Network. I want to talk about today's music versus yesterday's music because I don't find today's music as fulfilling as yesterday's music was. Thank God for YouTube that I can go and punch in any song I want to listen to as long as I know the name or the artist. You can even punch in sometimes the hook of the song and you can find the golden music of yesterday. This music now today, it's okay, but it's not as heartfelt, emotional, or the artists are not as talented to me as they were before. And if they are, it's not being displayed. So I'm gonna wait and see if anybody wants to join in on this conversation. Because a lot of people I know in my life, when we talk about yesterday's music versus today's music, everyone chooses the music of yesterday over today's music. And being that we have so much technology now, hey, that case, being that we have so much technology now and all these different new things we can use to update our music, I don't understand how it has digressed instead of progressed. We had less resources then. But it seems like with the less resources we had, we were more creative, and the music was more heartfelt and pure. This music of today is not as pure and is not creative to me like it used to be. So when I really want to get my fulfillment of music, I have to go in the crates. I have to get online and punch in. I go all the way back to the '60s because I'm a music head. So I can go all the way back to the '60s and find better music than there is out there today. And it's really sad that it's like that, but that's the way it is. How have you been, Duck Case? Um, One thing I do find though that has not changed is that these artists are not getting compensated for what they're contributing to these music labels. And now that there's so much independence, I think that the audience needs to be trained as far as being consumers and finding their music to do it in a different way. Because I don't even listen to the radio anymore. I don't know if anyone still listens to the radio, but when I do hear anything on the radio, it's usually old school. It's not new school. I usually, if the only thing that I hear that's probably new school is hip hop, rap music. But as far as when you go back to R&B, everybody digs back in the crates. You even see the kids now remixing old R&B songs and just adding more beats to it and making them new again because it seems like it's just not the same. I would love to hear some feedback from people. I guess I gotta go live a little bit more often to be able to converse with y'all, but I'm really, really dissatisfied with today's music. And I just want to know if I'm the only one that feels that. I know my friends feel the same way, but I'm wondering out there in the world, does anybody else feel that way? Like yesterday's music is gold, and it's just crazy to me. Um, there are some independent artists though that I found, but they're not on in the mainstream, and they're not put on a pedestal like it just seems like they just want to promote rap music. Like us older people, we don't want to hear that kind of stuff that the kids are talking about now. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear some heartfelt lyrics. We want to hear some real singing. We don't want to hear auto tunes. And we want to hear some real bands. And I'm in New York City, and there's a lot of clubs now that are opening up since after the post pandemic that are featuring live bands. So when I get enough courage to start going back out again, because I'm still scared of COVID, I'm definitely going to hit those clubs that have live bands because I'm not getting my fulfillment out of this music today. It's more drama going on than art, if you ask me. So, but I'm not going to stay up here too long because it's not too many people in here. But I just want to maybe I'll just do a poll and see what you guys think. I did do a poll though on yesterday's music versus today's music, and the results were most people prefer yesterday's music. Luther Vandross, Gladys Knight, um, um, even Diana Ross, Marvin Gaye, Curtis Mayfield, um, all of these great artists that contributed so much to the music industry. For it to be the way that it is today, to me, is a travesty. And I mean, Barry Gordy did a great thing. Like, he really put his heart into and everything he had into having black music cross over into the mainstream during those times. And I would guess that was pretty hard, being with the civil rights and all of that stuff going on. But he surpassed all of that. It wasn't too clean, but it was done. So for it to be done, and we don't have much music being made by real artists, to me, like, it's messed up. But high love, I understand 100%. I don't like none of this music today. People always say old school people are stuck in their old school era, but old music is the best. Those are facts. Those are facts. When I play music with my son, used to be in the house with me. He's a grown man now, but when I used to play music, he used to be like, "Mom, play that again." Rewind that. So um, that goes to show that. And Chic, let me tell y'all, I love Chic. Like Chic, I love Chic's guitar, like the bass that they had. I love Chic. I love the Four Tops. I love the Temptations. All of those groups, no one can touch them. Even New Edition, like, we don't even have groups anymore, like female groups and male groups. You don't even have that anymore. It's gone. So, I guess it's the internet. Maybe it's social media. I don't know, but it sure has watered down our music. But I just wanted to hop up here really quick. I'm going to start hopping up here a little bit more often just to converse with everybody and see what's on your mind. But I don't know what else to say because I don't have nobody contributing. So I'm going to make some more videos. Uh oh my goodness, I'm just losing it now. The Bar-Kays and Otis Redding. Otis Redding was pretty remarkable. Now I'm learning a lot about him. Otis Redding had a business mind back then. For him to have been making music in that era, he sure knew his stuff, and he was making good money. He was making $35,000 a show, which is not most people wasn't making that kind of money back then. But Otis Redding was about his business, and I believe he was worth $10 million when he passed away. So I'm checking in on that. I just want to make sure I got my facts straight. And I'm going to talk about Mr. Otis Redding next, and the Bar-Kays, and the fact that him and James Brown and Sam Cooke were all trying to come up with their own black distribution for music and talent. But I have to do research before I really, really get into that. But I'll talk to you guys later, Duck Cakes. Much love to you. And thanks for chiming in. Ain't nothing like the old school. Peace and love.